everyone! Right, Wisdom Wednesday and it's story time. Poppy's actually working on her magazine book, so she asked if she could do that, and no harm with that at all. And you'll absorb the information at the same time, won't you? Yes. Cece is having a chat with Mum and said that he catches up at this another time, as you can if you drop in later than normal. Let us know if you're enjoying the Wisdom Wednesday. We like to have some feedback, comment and everything else, and we will continue this going because we're starting to work through our karate book. Lauren just said, what are we going to do next? Another karate book maybe. Right, today we are doing what is Ippon?
What?
And what is Waza-ari?
What are Ippon and Waza-ari?
What is Ippon and Waza-ari? We're about to find out. For me personally, before we read this, I recall Ippon and Waza-ari as scoring in the traditional karate, being only kickboxing practice now with the competition side of things. We did used to do some traditional stuff back in the day, and Ippon used to be a full point, and Waza-ari used to be a half point, similar to like the 1.2 point what we have in the kickboxing. Hello Helen, Ollie, Sammy, are you joining us? Give us a thumbs up or something on the comment if you are. Andy, I'm looking forward to seeing you again as you, Michael West. Lovely to see you boys. Again, comment, say us how you're doing and how this lockdown and everything is treating you. Right, what is Ippon? Alright, we'll go through the characters first of all. So, Ichi here is a diagrammic character for one. So I knew that because that's from our marking on the syllabus. Pon, also pronounced Hon, is a pictograph and a diagrammic character. It is a picture of a tree with a line drawn across the root, indicating a meeting of root or base. It is also used as a word to count some things, which is how it is used here. One strike. I never knew that each part of it was it. You learn all the time, don't you? All these years of martial arts. In Japanese martial arts competition, a full point scored during 3 sparring matches is called Ippon. Though Ippon simply means 1 point in karate, this score is given to a technique that in real combat would have been a debilitating or killing blow. The same conventions are followed in other Japanese martial arts such as judo and kendo. Although modern matches can go up to 3 points, a great deal of weight is placed upon each point. Because, had the conflict been real, the person scored against could have forfeited his or her life. Each Ippon is a very serious warning and lesson. For this reason, it was traditionally considered bad practice to hold back against opponents who seemed they could be defeated easily. Things can happen very fast in sparring matches, and even the most inept competitor will score a point from time to time. The Ippon scoring system served as a reminder to competitors who held back because they underestimated their opponents that the consequences of such arrogance could have been, under different circumstances, much more dire. Today, when judo is an Olympic sport and amateur and professional karate competitions draw large audiences, more and more martial arts regard sparring matches as sport rather than as a simulation of real combat. This has given rise to such strategies as sacrificing power for speed in non-contact matches or adopting evasive tactics when ahead in points. Though, of course, there is no such thing as waiting out a round in a real fight. The more dangerous techniques, the ones which are most effective in real situations, have also understandably been made illegal in sport sparring. The karate competition is gaining such wide appeal is no doubt a positive trend, and when you are given a set of parameters in which to compete, you should use every acceptable strategy to win, even if it is not always realistic. As a martial artist, however, you should remember that the parameters of sport are different from those of real combat, and that ultimately karate is preparing you for the latter. Competition is an opportunity to test your techniques and your mettle in a controlled and relatively safe environment. In other words, while it is all very fine to focus on competition, you should not forget the core meaning of Ippon, a dangerous or fatal blow. Yes. So, this is where we have the crossover at our dojo between the karate to the kickboxing to then the fight club. And I was talking about it. Don't overtalk me, honey. I was talking about it in the training yesterday with Fight Club. Fight Club is purely just sport. And when we can next get back to our karate lessons, having filmed this in COVID-19 lockdown, and we can next do our contact sparring, I'll make sure that we explore Ippon kill technique in sparring. But we won't kill each other after surviving all this. That'd be a shame, wouldn't it? Doing good, Andy. Back training tomorrow. Awesome. Does that mean you're going to be joining us soon? That'd be awesome. Or you're back following pre-recorded? Let us know. Let us know. We'd like to know. And we'd like to get you involved then if you're on it for the gradings next month. Courtney. Rather, some person. Charlie. Charlie, say hello or something.
Hello.
Give us a comment if you're joining us on these. Okay, so that's the character there for Waza-ari. So, Waza is a combined meaning and phonic character. The element on the left is a picture of a hand. The right side shows another hand holding a branch. Together they express the meaning of using a branch as a tool to perform a task, giving the character the meaning of skill or technique. Ari, a noun form of the verb alu, to be or exist, is a combined meaning phonic character. It shows a hand right, offering a piece of meat left, and expressing the meaning of offering, then holding, and finally to exist. The lower character of the Japanese li, which indicates a noun from here. I read this stuff and nothing goes in. So we'll read this and actually learn what I'm actually talking about. Doing the Zoom lessons, if you could send me the links, please. Will do, Andy, will do. Send us a text to remind me if I haven't done it tomorrow. And I'll get links. Karate and adult junior kata and adult junior tomorrow. We can also in kata expand on Ippon as well, and maybe even Waza-ari. Let's find out about it. Japanese martial arts matches are measured in points called Ippon, as we just discussed. Poppy, you're going to have to count quietly, otherwise the people won't be able to hear me as well, and I'll give you a minute to talk at the end, okay? Ippon means that the technique which scored the point would incapacitate an opponent in a real situation. This is true of each full point scored in a match, even if you need to score 3 points to win. Recognising that there are techniques that may not result in victory by themselves, but nonetheless can contribute towards it, half points called Waza-ari are also recognised in competition. Oi, come back here and sit here, you. No, here, sit down. Let's go. Here now. Please. Come on. We're going to finish the story time with our book. Over to here. Although the rules of competition in karate vary greatly according to the style, a strike like the back of the head may constitute an Ippon. On the other hand, a quick jab that simply catches your opponent off guard may be considered a Waza-ari, because effective as it may be, it would not be by itself enough to defeat your opponent in a real situation. Usually, 2 Waza-aris constitute an Ippon. The term stresses the importance of technique in karate matches, as the first ideogram Waza-ari means technique or skill, while ari means to be present or exists. In other words, in a martial art competition, physical attributes such as size and strength are less valued than techniques. Waza-ari is a term that affirms that technique, not luck or brute force, score the half point. Ideally, points in karate matches should be awarded only to techniques of merit. You might succeed in hitting someone, for example, by flailing away blindly with your hands, but this is hardly karate. Now you sat on Bruce, and that wasn't nice, was it? So let's come over here. Let's put all those bits down now. We're going to join everyone for the rest of the story now. So sit here, please. Sit here. Sit here now, please. Sit here. Thank you. When you compete, you should strive to maintain a level of discipline in your techniques, worthy of the term martial arts. In reality, however, even sloppy techniques are awarded Waza-ari, or at times even Ippon. In addition to practical considerations, such as the impossibility of objectively defining what is and is not proper technique, you should remember that in real combat, even a blindly thrown punch can cause you injury, and you will not have the option of complaining to a referee. Thus, even when techniques are sloppy, as long as they are within the rules, Waza-ari are awarded because competitors should not allow such strikes to slip by their defences. Quite often in karate, you are called upon to maintain a higher level of discipline for yourself than you demand of others, and this is such a situation in competition. Always be certain that your techniques meet proper standards, while understanding that scores will be awarded to your opponent if his or her techniques do not rise to the level of which you measure yourself. That also relates to kata practice, not just the fighting as well, which is more relevant to our discipline of karate, as we don't compete in the traditional karate, for instance, that would have been this year's Olympics, which I was really looking forward, and we will get to see at a later time. Now, I'm going to pull this munchkin over here to prove a point, okay? Now, before this Wisdom Wednesday, I wrote down parenting a martial artist. Now, Poppy trained with the kids class earlier, and I didn't put the video on straight away because you were having a moment, weren't you? What were you doing? Just because I told you to put your belt on. And what I want to explain is, even as the instructor of the club, I have the same trials and tribulations that you have as a parent of martial artists. If anything, at times it's harder because I expect more of them, and today I was trying to teach the class while this one wasn't giving 100%. Okay, she didn't want to be there. She knows that she has to do it, and it's not like an iron force, you are going to do martial arts. It's the same with her ballet. You the other week didn't want to do your ballet, and we made you do your ballet because we know all your clubs, all your activities make you into a better person. So just sharing with you that we all have the same trials and tribulations, the difficulties as a parent, even as the instructors of the club. So we're going to be properly ready and on it for next training, aren't we? Okay, right, peace out. Catch all those you later.